Hello my friends, I'm Delta, and today I asked the question, what's the best way to build a model? I'm using Magnus as an example, because he's the one I want to do next, and I think he's a really good segue into this topic. Arguably, there's 4 separate ways to build a model the way you're going to paint it. There's also 4 different ways to do your bases. I would get the bases out of the way first because they're really quick and easy. Bare, basic, detailed, and diorama. I like to do dioramas because I like to share a story with all the models I do. Bare is just this. You don't do anything else to it, you just stick the model onto it and you call it a day. Basic is you just put on whatever texture paste you like using, just put it on there, let it dry, maybe add a wash to it, and then that's it, done. And then detailed is pretty much the exact same thing, but you put more extra stuff onto it. You know, maybe a hand, a gun. Diorama, of course, it's the bigger stuff. It tells a story. Like one of them I have is supposedly an Iron Hand's console. I forgot to paint the Iron Hand because I'm an idiot. He's in a graveyard with a hand coming out of the ground. It's not a lot, but it's better than nothing. Again, more into it, the 4 different ways to build a model is building it completely and just leaving it. You don't care about painting it, you just want to play the game. Then you've got people who use airbrushes. Usually they build more of the model, but still leave some parts off, like, well, for Magnus, you probably leave off some of the armor, some of the wings, maybe the entire weapon. Then you'd have the contrast painter who'd probably build the entire thing, spray paint it white, and then struggle with the contrast paints, you know, swearing half the time and thinking, how the fuck does this work? I've tried contrast paints, they're nice, but sometimes you're just thinking, what the fuck is wrong with this? What am I doing wrong? And the final one, the one I do, is build in subsections. Let's take the leg for example. You build the legs, but you put the leg armor, Shin Godzilla, you put it on there and that's the entire leg complete. What I would do when I'm building this, I'd build up to this point, leave those 2 parts off, so I can paint the actual skin color underneath, and when I put these on, it still look like a smooth transition, so I'm not, leaving out any black or grey parts that, well, look ugly. Ultimately, whatever you do with the model is up to you. I can't tell you how to build it. I'm just saying there's 4 separate ways you can build it. There's 4 separate ways you can do the bases. There's no hard and fast rules to this stuff. It's supposed to be creative. Never let someone stifle your creativity. I like painting box art, purely because that's how I like looking at the model. I could say, I don't want his wings to be blue, I want it to be like a bright green. And I can do that. Even if a lot of people say you're doing it like an idiot, you can say, takes one to know one. Best to annoy people rather than, comply and be sad.